To foretell the destiny of a nation, it is necessary to open the book of stories that tells of his past and let its seeds grow as inspirations.
Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Realonda, he hailed from a wealthy family that emphasized education and was very intelligent. Regarding the birth, Jose Pepe Rizal was born on June 19, 1861, between 11 o'clock and midnight in Calamba, Laguna. Out of 10 siblings, he was the lone one to pursue his studies in Spain. As a result, a lot was given up for him to succeed as a writer and campaigner against the social and religious injustices of Spanish rule in the Philippines. Jose Rizal's writings elevated him to the status of a national hero. People with a wide range of abilities and talents were present during Rizal's educational experiences, and they generously shared their knowledge with him, including his first teacher, my mother, wrote by Rizal in his student memoirs, taught me how to read and to say haltingly the humble prayers which I raised fervently to God.
The inclusion of the Philippines as the province of Spain, representation in the Cortes, the Spanish Parliament, the substitution of the Filipino priest for Spanish friars, freedom of assembly and expression, and legal equality between Filipinos and Spaniards were all parts of Rizal's political platform. His two books were written and released in Europe. The majority of his knowledge was written in Spain, but it was completed and published in Germany in 1887. On his second voyage to Europe, he wrote his El Filibusterismo, which was published in Belgium in 1981. Noli Me Tangere, Rizal's debut book, was released in 1886. It is a passionate expose of injustices of Spanish and colonial rule in the Philippines, and sends out a social message that the people should lead their government, not the other way around. He became known as the prominent representative of the Philippine reform movement thanks to El Filibusterismo. They serve as undercurrent commentary and belief in the necessity of achieving rights, justice, and freedom.
In his political works, he was concise, straightforward, and piercing. Additionally, the arguments in his more introspective writings show us how he took in and learned from others. This serves as examples of nationalism and patriotism, as well as responsible social and political activism and ways to stand up for what is right for future generations to read and learn from.
Given that Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo by Jose Rizal portrayed the most significant social evils that plagued Philippine society during Spanish colonial control. Rizal lived in a time when colonialism, political beliefs, and boundaries based on race, religion, and ideology existed that remain in the same problem up to this days, as well as corruption, injustice, poverty, and abuse. But Jose Rizal nevertheless overcomes his obstacles to demonstrate both his intelligence and humanity, truly that there is no difference from then and now, and only people like Rizal are what we don't have to serve humanity and patriotism in this generation.
Rizal informs us that we ought to consider how our views and behaviors affects our nation. His work's message, which still holds true now, is to support nationalism and to learn to embrace change in ourselves. By upholding the law, fostering Philippine culture, and understanding the country's fundamental purpose by cooperating with one another to enhance it, we must support our nation. The books is being taught in schools to teach students how to love their country and to enable them to be the change agents who will prevent history from being repeated. Jose Rizal wants us to be the authentic Filipinos, because only when we know who we are and what our actual aspirations are will the nation prosper. The haves consider the desperate approaches taken by the have-nots as parasitical, unethical, and unfair. In his famous article on the indolence of the Filipinos, Rizal himself conceded that the Filipinos' idleness is merely a side effect of the oppressive social systems that deprive them of the reward of their labor.